Hey everyone, it's Michael, and today I'm going to give you the 5 Ingredients Review by Jamie Oliver. I think it's an awesome book. I would not do a review on anything unless I'm really, really impressed by it because this is not a cooking channel. So it must have really impressed me. And on top of that, it has to do with other things that have to do kind of with self-help and this channel. But besides that, it's a great product, so I'm going to go over it right now. 4 different things. Number one, it's 5 ingredients, guys. 5 ingredients. You can't get any less than that. I mean, yes, you can go to 4, you can go to 3, you can go to 2, but like you can go to 1. Okay, a chicken breast. That's it. So with 5 ingredients, I think the barrier of entry is super low, which is amazing. So if you're anything like me, I love cooking, I love eating well. So I've always tried to translate that into my kitchen, but every time I've done it, because I like authentic cuisine, it's always been a million different things, a million different spices, a million different ingredients. Whenever I want to do like a dish, it's like, all right, we have to make the adobo, we have to make whatever. It's like salt, pepper, cayenne pepper, this, and it's just like it's a lot. And especially if I want to do food from like another culture that has a whole different rack of spices that I won't ever use again for only this dish, unless it's this dish. It just it's tiresome and it's a barrier of entry. I just don't even want to do it anymore. So when I saw this book, it really grabbed my attention because it's like, okay, 5 ingredients. Can't get any lower than that. I can buy 5 ingredients. I can do that. And the cool part is that in terms of like olive oil and like salt and pepper and all that, there's like 5 different condiments that you always have to use, and that's it. And everything else is one of the ingredients in the 5 ingredients for each dish. So the 5 staple ones is just like olive oil, extra virgin olive oil, um, vinegar, salt, and pepper. That's it. I think those are the 5. But yeah, I think that's what makes it so amazing. Honestly, that's point number one. If I can make any point in this video, that would be it. I've tried to have, I'm like looking over on my notes. I've had like my cousin try it out. I've had my roommate try it out. Eventually they got down to 2 ingredients and I was like, bro, come on, you can do a little better than that. But it's like, you look at someone, you're like, it's 5 ingredients. Like, come on, you can't do 5 ingredients. You don't even care enough to cook if you can't do 5 ingredients. And since it's by a chef, it teaches you what you need in your dishes a little bit more. So it helped me know that I need some acidity in my dish. It helped me know that you can use herbs a different way. You can fry the herbs on the pan with a little bit of olive oil to make it crispier and release some fragrance. Now I'm always using herbs. I'm always using mint, tarragon, rosemary. So it kind of builds upon itself, like a lean protein, some herbs, and then like some kind of vegetables or starches. So I think that makes it very cool. Number two, though, is that it's healthy. These are healthy dishes. It's not a recipe book, or sorry, it's not a bodybuilding recipe book, right? You're not gonna get lean. You're not gonna get or veins coming up your abs. You're not going to have a 6 pack with like 6% body fat. But what it does do is that it allows you to eat in a way that is sustainable. So a lot of the recipes, you already know that I look at the protein, I look at the fiber, and I look at the calories. First, I look at the calories, and I look at the first 2 digits of that 3-digit number. If there's 300 calories, then I look at the protein. Does it match? If it's 300 calories, it's 30 grams of protein. That's really high in protein. That means if you eat 2,000 calories, that's 200 grams of protein. Um, Even if it's one below, if it's 300 calories and it's 20 grams of protein, that's awesome. That's still really good. So if it's like 700 calories and it's like 50 grams of protein, that's 2 below, that's still good. Like a lot of people eat like shit. They really do. So right away, you're already going to get a lot more protein, which is going to be more satiating. If you're working out, it's going to help you build muscle. It's just going to do a bunch of good stuff for you. A lot of the recipes also have fiber. There's a lot of vegetables included. And of course, there's a dessert section. There's some that are not as good for you, but this is where you're intuitive. You're not stupid. This is where you can kind of mix and match. You get to pick what protein you like. You get to maybe add a little bit more protein, a little less, more carbs, less fat, more fat, whatever you want. So I think that's really cool. Number 3. And before I go to number 3, what I think is very cool too is that he has a lot of different kinds of recipes from kind of all over the world. For example, I was just trying to eat some more liver because, for health reasons. And he has one on liver. And before I cooked liver, before the recipe, I was like, I don't think I can stomach. I can eat anything. This was hard. As soon as I did with this recipe, I'm like, it's pretty good. But 3, he has a show available where you can see him cook everything. This was a game changer for me. Absolutely. There's always going to be pictures in different like cookbooks, but with the description, sometimes there's only like 6 or 7 steps, and it's like, oh, just cook until golden brown, and you're like, how golden brown? What's this supposed to look like? Until what is it supposed to feel like? And once I figured out he had a show, I looked at it. I like binged it on Hulu, and it just made everything possible. Even desserts, because I think desserts are more of a science and cooking is more of an art. So I've always been intimidated more by like baking, but when you see him do it, you're like, I can do that. That doesn't seem so hard. It's 5 ingredients as well for the desserts. He's doing it in half an hour. I'm seeing him do it. Especially with the dish. This is not a dessert, but it was like the chorizo, salmon, and like baby tomatoes. That was like, okay, this looks cool, but I don't know if I can make this. I saw him do it in the video, and I'm like, okay, I can do that. I think that, and it turned out great. So right now, I think they just took it off of Hulu as of this recording. I know the only place I've been able to find is on Channel 4, which is British, and I have not been able to see it in the United States. I've tried to sign up, and they're like, sorry, bro, you're from a different country. But maybe if you have a VPN, you can use it. But that's up to you. You can figure it out. So I think that's very cool. And then 4 is a duration. So he has dishes that take up to 15 minutes to cook, take up to half an hour to cook, take up to 4 hours to cook. It's up to you. It's your choice. It's how you want it. But to me, it's not always about speed, right? Because if it's a 15-minute meal that is horrible for you, that doesn't feel good, and also has like 100 different things that you have to put in it, that's a bigger barrier to entry. Like the fact that it's 5 ingredients, all of them have to work really hard together to make it good, and it just teaches you more about cooking. So that's my unfiltered review. That's it, man. Like I might do a part 2, but I seriously was impressed by this book. Anything that makes something hard and complex and can make it simple and bring it down and have an amateur cook do it and be successful is okay in my book. It should not be complex. What is complex gets broken. Kiss, keep it simple, stupid. So that's my review. I'm going to put a link so you can buy it in the notes below. I'll put it everywhere because honestly, like I think it's awesome. If you're trying to get better cooking, this is the book that I think you should buy. But that's it. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I can make another video about it. Make sure to like it and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. See you guys.